almost a contradictory, in some ways contradiction. Symbols of freedoms. Exercising our rights will define the nature of sovereignty that moves away from narrow nationalistic aspiration to a centripetal Naga nationalistic or Naga national consciousness and practice. You may be from different agencies like the intelligence agency. No problem. We beat you. Please report it correctly. We are not talking here how to fight with India. IB, law, if you are here, take it. Naga people did not gather here to talk about let us bring guns and go to India. We are not saying that. We are saying how can we unitedly, peacefully approach the Naga issue. After all, today we live in a globalized society. Okay. And therefore, our rights and determination cannot be taken away by anybody. Naga identity, students and my friends, Naga identity. To have an identity is to have a boundary. Intelligent people will say that. To have an identity is to have a boundary. But this boundary should be permeable. To say an identity without a boundary is meaningless. To have an identity is to have a boundary. But this boundary is permeable. It is not an island by itself. We live with our neighbors. So my identity should not be at the expense of other identities. Intelligence, take it correctly and take it and tell the government of India that what they said is that our identity should be taken strictly. It's an identity that requires our rights, but not our identity should never be at the expense of others. Today, Nagas are finally, let me end this, today, Naga leaders need to build up not only their practical skills and knowledge, but also their ethical capacities. I said this for all of, I've included. I'm not pointing fingers at anybody, Wati is included here. And I am speaking for myself, for all of us. Today, Nagas are greatly in need of leaders that are empathetic, inclusive, and visionary. Besides academic and intellectual mastery, coupled with communication management skills, leaders must possess moral fortitude, dependability, and sincerity. These holistic traits are crucial for leaders to truly have an impact on contemporary Naga society. It is my fervent hope that all of us will embody such leadership qualities, and I pray for God's blessings as you lead the Naga people through another 25 years, and I pray that Naga Hoho will remain ever vital, vibrant, and creatively imaginative, in tune with contemporary realities. God bless you.
President Naga Hoho, Mr. H.K. Jumomi, and his colleague, our guest of honor, Mr. Keviletuo, Reverend Dr. Wati Aier, convener, FNR, leaders from different organizations, delegates from different places, media fraternity, and respected leaders attend at this meeting. I, on behalf of Simi Apuyemi Povoto Hoho, is elated and honored to take this God-given opportunity to extend our people's support and solidarity to Naga Hoho in its own service to Naga nation building. We also extend our gratitude to all Naga Hoho founders and office bearers, both past and the present. The present Naga Hoho office bearers are facing so many obstacles and have been subjected to many criticisms, but in spite of all these ordeals, they have never shied away from upholding boldly the dignity and objectives of the Naga people and its unity. Today, Naga Hoho celebrates its 25 years silver jubilee, creating history that is echoing Nagas are one wherever we are. We have seen trust deficit among our Naga leaders. The practice of isms have penetrated our social fabric, which has ruined our God-given society. Through this auspicious occasion, I appeal to all Naga intellectuals, leaders, educated men and women, missionaries, to sit together, talk together, work together, reason together, so as to bring the much anticipated remedy to heal our Naga society. God bless our Nagas, our land. Long live Naga Hoho. Thank you.
I'm privileged to be a special guest, but I should not be in fact. But anyway, since you have given me this privilege, I thank you, the officials of the Naga Hoho. I will not be speaking much today because whatever earlier speakers have said is within my text. So I'll just take a short time because we have already sat for 2.5 hours. I think that is a lengthy session. We have come a long way, or call it short, 25 years, 2.5 decades, which Ngolo also have pronounced. And today we are here to see what have we achieved and where we have failed in these 25 years. As we celebrate, we must celebrate our achievements. We must also admit our failures. No organization, no government have done perfect achievements. We always fail in certain parts, and that's where the collapse begins. I want to say the first executive meeting of the Naga Hoho, I would like to take a name. Late General Saniba, the Vice President. He said in our first executive meeting, I was a general, I fought for the Nagas, and I fought with Indians. Since I'm a soldier, I didn't know how to bring the Naga people together. I only fought with soldiers. But he further said, this is the time that I'm here, and we who are manning the Naga office should bring the Naga people together. Not to fight against India, not to fight against anyone, but bring the Nagas together as one family.
He came for dedicating the monolith stone, and he will be delivering the Silver Jubilee message to us. Mr. Lorho, UNC President, the unit presidents of the Tribal Hoho, Mr. Wonglet, who is one of the strongest supporter of the Naga Hoho representing Arunachal. He is also the coordinator of the Naga Hoho in Arunachal Pradesh. Mr. Pohyo, who is the president of Rengma and Jalangrong Union of Assam, and his esteemed colleagues. President of NSF, the President of NPMHR General Secretary, and his esteemed colleagues, Tribe Hoho leaders,
media fraternity, and most of all, our old comrades who are with us today. I'm very, very happy to welcome you today.
It's difficult to say. I mean, we know that it's in the process, and nobody has said that it has come to an end. I don't think there is a deadlock. It's just that they are going through some, I think, difficult times, and I'm hoping that, and the Naga public hopes that this can be solved without delaying. I know the process is not that simple. It's difficult. You'll have hurdles, but I think we should never be discouraged. Well, we need to be. I think we need to be a little more gracious to each other. We cannot face people with a priori mindset, with a perception. I think we need to be much more creative, much more gracious to each other, with the hope that we come to consensus, to a win-win situation.
As we complete the 25 years, despite so many problems and obstacles on the way, in our journey for 25 years, we will still continue to work. What was the objectives of the Naga people? The objectives of the Naga people is to come together as a family and as a nation. And we still continue to pursue the unity and the fraternity and coming together of the Naga people. On the peace talk, there are many issues, and there are people's understanding is different. Most of the people are thinking that the Naga political issue is unable to resolve because of our Naga's disunity. Yes, it might be also one of the reasons, but exactly not that is the reasons. There are so many reasons behind. We can see that the government of India also telling something here and telling different there, and their commitment is never fulfilled. We were of the opinion that after having signed the framework agreement, we thought the solution is just coming. But even after having the signing of framework agreement, and then now the problem is interpretation of the framework agreement. Government of India says that that agreement is to be with India, whereas the negotiating parties are claiming that it is clearly mentioned in the framework agreement saying that the sovereignty lies with the people. And that means Naga sovereignty lies with the Nagas, India sovereignty lies with the India. So that is the most obstacle and the problem facing the political talks.
Nagaland TV, Sob Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 994 in Global Chapter, and Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter.